Guys, Kamaya Tarpley here. We're just going to do a quick review of the Amanda series by Ikechukwu Joseph. My last reviews of his book as well. The Amanda series is broken down by 3 books. Only You, Romance with Mother Shark, and finally the 12 Advocates. Now it's called the Amanda series because it is based off of one central character, Amanda. The first book, I actually really like the plot, especially in the first book, because it starts out with her, like, she doesn't have a father in her life, and so it's just her and her mom. Her mom's lost some of her other children, so things are pretty hectic for them. But Amanda has more of a, like, adventurous spirit and stuff, so she has a friend, Lucy, who they go on, like, adventures and stuff with. And, like, one day they take an adventure kind of too far, and they're both involved in an accident, and Lucy ends up being the one who dies, unfortunately. Amanda ends up going to prison, and then from there she meets a man who changes her life. Not going to give away everything with the first book, but that's the premise of the first one. Then the second book, it leads into the guy who comes into Amanda's life. He goes by Old Man. It goes into kind of his disappearance. He's basically lost at sea. He ends up in, like, a 5th dimension. It's the shark world. And then he ends up with pirates, and then he ends up again behind bars. So he kind of goes through a lot of adventures and stuff himself, but it does tie back to Amanda. I kind of would have liked a little bit more to see more of her story in, like, the second one, but it's fine. I mean, there were different types of, like, plot lines and stuff in the second one, so it's fine. And then in the third one, the 12 Advocates, it was basically more about, like, Amanda and Old Man, like, working out how to, you know, work on getting girls and women, like, their rights and everything. So it was a little more geared towards that. There were absolutely some fantasy elements attached to it, but it did navigate more in that direction. So I found all the plot lines actually to be very interesting. I would actually like to see more books that are kind of longer, focused on each different elements, because they're just so interesting. I just want to read more, you know what I mean? Because they're all a little more on the shorter side, but, you know, I want to see where some of these things go, how some of these worlds come about. Let's see, I had, like, a little bit of a critique. Oh, kind of really the only critique I had was that because of the amount of plot lines, I would have liked things to go a little bit smoother, like the flow or the transition to just be a little smoother into each different thing. But again, it's not something that you can't get over, but that is something I would have liked to see. But other than that, it's cool. I'm posting links down below where you can download the books on Amazon. And yeah, that's really it. That's really it for today's book review. I will see you guys later. It feels so weird posting this on a Monday. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural. But yeah, that's it for today. See you guys next time.